Alright, I can assure you that I have never done this before.
Hey everyone, Andrew T. Welcome back to the channel. Got a fun one for you this time. As we get into the winter, there are a few things that I want to get done on this Cub Cadet Zero turn. I have a lot of fun using this thing around the property. It's pretty fast and gets the job done, especially around the trees. It really helps, and the property line. There are a few things that we could work on this lawnmower. So I'll take you around. I'll show you those things. Okay, there are three main things that I want to get done on this Cub Cadet. First thing, as you can see, we got random screws here and no random screws over there. The brackets that hold up the mower deck, it actually snapped off. The welds broke. So now that I know how to weld, we're going to take care of that and we're going to get that fixed. The second issue that we're going to take care of on this is the PTO switch no longer works. Right now it's jerry-rigged to this beautiful design, just to turn on and off. But I'd love to get this hooked back up there, play around with the electronics a little bit. Finally, this thing just needs an oil change, hopefully in a future video. Harbor Freight, please sponsor me. This is a titanium 125 flex core welder. It's really awesome. I think I got everything together for like 150 bucks. You really can't beat it. This does MIG wire, MIG flex core wire, 0.30, 0.3035 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. It plugs into your regular 120 volt outlet. It's fantastic. We're gonna be using it to weld the bottom of this, and excited to do some welding on the channel. Now, I did have to take a second and look up if this specific wire is able to be welded upside down, and it is. This is an all-position wire. This is the Vulcan wire just from Harbor Freight. I got to do a little bit more information on welding thick steel to thin steel. This is a much thicker bracket, so just got to do a little quick research. The answer is you have to concentrate your heat towards the thicker piece of metal and kind of pull it over onto the thinner.
Alright, I can assure you that I have never done this before. Alright, I was able to get this held in with a magnet, and hopefully we're able to just tack this into place really quick. Nope, it missed it completely. I think I got it at least held in there. Okay. We got a lot of work to do. Oh man.
Okay, I will definitely be the first to admit that my welds are ugly, so please be nice to me in the comments. How often have you welded upside down on different thickness metals and all of that? As you can see, it's not pretty, but it'll hold. That ain't going nowhere. All right, hello, my friends. It has been quite a while. It's probably been 2 weeks since I last recorded that video doing the welding on the bottom side of this. Next, I moved on to the electrical, and to be very honest with you, I'm learning a lot. I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's very interesting for me, but very boring to you. So I'm going to take you around just a few things that I learned, show you the wiring diagram, and I think I might have found what's been causing our issue. All right, so since we last looked at this, I have been fighting and really just trying to learn as much as I can from this wiring diagram right here. I have never read a wiring diagram before. I have no idea really what I was looking at. It's taken me roughly 2 weeks to kind of get to this point, but here is where I'm at now. Okay, now for this project and figuring out why our PTO switch was not working, I think that the most important thing was having a multimeter to kind of troubleshoot what's going on. For me, most important setting that I'm looking at is continuity. And what this is showing is that there is a connection between one set of the wires, one part of the wire, to the other part of the wire. And we touch the one lead to the red and the other wherever we need to, we should hear a beep. And that means at least that we have a connection. So that one's good. When you're looking at something I learned, when you're looking at the diagram, anytime that you see a solid dot right down there, up here, up here, up here, that means that there's an actual connection of the wires rather than you see here some of these like jump overs. That just means that they just kind of cross and are somewhere in the wiring harness. So let me show you what I actually found and what I think might be our problem. So with these mowers, there are a ton of different safety switches on it. Because turning on the PTO is really turning your blades on, the manufacturers want to make sure that there are a ton of safety features and things that have to be done before the blades can turn on. Put it here. There's a seat switch in the bottom so that you have to be seated in order to turn it on. There's also a parking brake switch. So your parking brake has to be off. That means that you're driving around and you can turn it on. Your left and right arms have to be out of either in the neutral position or in the forward position. The trip is that there is a reverse safety here so that you're not reversing when you put your PTO on. So going around and checking those things, seat switch was good. The left hand and right hand neutral, that's this right here, following the yellow Y back. It does connect all good. Where I think I found our issue has to do with these reverse buttons down here. And let me show you what I'm talking about using the multimeter. Okay, so let's look at this together really quick. So this is our PTO housing. Red wire here, blue. Blue is what I'm most concerned with. The other ones I've already checked and are all good. This blue wire here runs through. It connects into our left and right hand reverses. And it also connects back here. What I failed to explain here is that the blue and green wires connect into the PTO clutch. The blue wire has the positive running into it, and the green is the ground. Right here we have our blue and our green wires. The green is coming out, and I reattached it to a green wire. I wasn't exactly sure what that blue one was. I had a brown wire laying around. This is a positive wire. Everything has a positive and negative. This is our ground right here, and this is our positive, and we can test that using the multimeter on continuity. If we hold this green ground wire on one lead, and then we touch our frame ground, we know that these are connected. So this green wire is good. That means that this wire right here, this positive wire, should connect into our positives over here on the solenoid. Can you see that? Yeah. And so when we do this, I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing. And if I come over here to our blue PTO, come over here, I'm not getting anything either. Okay. So that led me over to double checking the blue wire. Looking at our diagram, our blue wire is right here, and it connects into our left hand reverse and our right hand reverse. What I just showed you, that green and brown, is right here. And so there's something preventing that blue connection from meeting right there. That green is fine. The green runs, the green is ground, it runs, and it's totally cool. It's that blue one. So let me show you what I found. So we go and we test continuity. So this blue wire should lead to my harness right here. And it does. It only comes into one side of the wire because when this gets pressed down, then it helps create that connection to the other side. So this left-hand reverse, this has continuity in. But I have one lead on my blue over there. We are on continuity, and I'm coming and I'm testing our blue guy right here. Yep. So our blue wired connections are good throughout. So what could be preventing those from going? I think you can already see here. I might have spoiled it. All right, so I'm fairly confident what's causing our issue is our actual reversed button. So if we come over here and we test this side and this side, we get connection. And when we press this down, so it opens up and then it closes when it's on. So the reverse on the other side, though, when it's just sitting, we don't get anything. And when we close it, nothing. I believe this is our issue. Okay, I'm pretty impatient to wait for a new one of these to order and come in. I really want to figure out if this is what was causing our problem. So that's really that all that pressure plate is it's really just an on-off switch. And I went ahead and jerry-rigged it to a regular switch to kind of bypass and to flow the current back through. So let's check to see if we have some continuity now at the PTO switch. Now, I hope I showed you before, but before this brown wire is connected into the blue line, this one was not showing any continuity earlier. Let's see, this could be our fix. Into the blue wire. Oh, oh, that's incredible. That is amazing. Okay, fantastic. We now have continuity across both ways for the blue wire. I think I want to go ahead, hook this back up, and see if this was our fix. Okay, now to actually start this PTO, I gotta put this thing somewhat back together. All right, I'm not putting it all the way together because, man, there's more work that needs to be done. I don't want to take everything off, so let's give it a shot. I think it worked! Let's go! So, the PTO switch works, and what it was a faulty reverse button, so we will get another one of these on order. But for now, we are all fixed up. Okay, my solution, this switch is gonna be about 35 bucks, not including shipping, from Cub Cadet. I don't wanna do that. Instead, we are just going to jump the wire, connect it in. This will keep it always open, like that switch is always on. And I just tested it out, and everything seems to be working great. So, call that all done. All right, that's a wrap on our Cub Cadet work. That was a really awesome project, very fulfilling. We got to learn a lot. We did some upside down welding on the bottom here. And then we also fixed that PTO electrical connection. So a lot of troubleshooting. It took a while. I pulled this out of the garage and just kind of sat it to the side for a few days because I got frustrated and wasn't sure what I was doing. But I'm really happy that I came back and gave it a second shot, and we got it working. So yeah, super excited. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, healthy, and happy 2026. Super excited for all the videos and projects that will be coming up on the channel. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. Peace.